Hey guys, it's the Chubby Repairman. It's time for another episode of Story Time with Chubby, or whatever we land on here for a title. I haven't decided. I was thinking this morning about telling another story, and I've been kind of going over the old stories. And many of you that originally followed me from the repair page know a lot of these stories in written form, but maybe they'll have a new flavor and as they're being orated, and for those that have never heard them before, I hope that you can find some enjoyment in them. But the one I was thinking about today was a job that I had to go work on a dryer. I was called out to repair a dryer down near Rodney. I couldn't even find it today if you asked me, because it's been many years ago, but I know I was somewhere in that area. And it was a long driveway back into the woods, and there was this, it was a double wide, just your standard everyday Michigan home, right? Just your working class, double wide out in the woods. They pull in the driveway, and the first thing, of course, that catches my eye is there's got to be like 20 or more Pomeranians, some stupid little fuzzball dogs running all over this yard. So, of course, I'm dodging them like road cones, trying not to squish any of these guys' dogs. And then also there's just about as many chickens in the yard. There's just dogs and chickens everywhere. And so, okay, whatever. We've got a dog hoarder on our hands, but no biggie. So we're pulling up in the yard, and I noticed that there's a ramp, more like a handicap ramp than stairs going into the house. Not that I noticed that anybody was actually in need of it. There was a fella out in the yard, and he was barefoot and barefoot, blue jeans, no shirt on. And what caught my eye immediately as I go to park and go in the house is that this ramp, it goes directly in the house, and the door's wide open. It's middle of summer, door's wide open. And the dogs and the chickens are running back and forth into this house, and so immediately I know this is, I'm in for a doozy here. This is going to be really something. But of course, being a good sport, okay, I don't know what things look like in there yet. I can't just leave because the dogs go in and the chickens go in and out of the house. Let's see what we're in for. And so this guy, he leads me into the house, and I'm carrying my tools. And immediately, when I get into the house, I'm like, oh boy, I don't want to be here. There is dog poop and chicken poop everywhere. And remember, he's barefoot, right? Like, this guy is completely unfazed. He's walking barefoot through this house. And I'm playing Minesweeper. I'm like, don't step here, don't step here. I'm having to watch every single step throughout the whole house. I mean, I've been in homes where people are a little gross. Like, they'll have one room where they kind of pin up the dog, and the dog makes a mess in that one room, and no matter how much they scrub and scrape, because all of a sudden the repairman's coming, it'll still stink. But this house, it was everywhere, and it's not cleaned up. It wasn't even attempted to be cleaned up. It wasn't like there was old stains. There was just piles of all varieties, piles of all variety of ages. Some that you could tell that were more recent, and some that looked like they were a couple weeks old, and none of them had even been attempted to move. And we're talking dog and chicken. So we've got both canine and poultry variety all over the house, on the floor, on the couch, everywhere. But at this point, I haven't said anything yet. I'm there to work on the dryer. Let's get to the laundry room. Maybe he's made some effort to at least clean that. But the moment I turn the corner, of course, no. It was nothing but just poop everywhere. There have been, in 23 years of doing this work, I think I have said no maybe twice, and this was one of them, where I just said, I am sorry. And I tried to be as kind as possible, but I'm sorry, I can't lay on that floor, because my work a lot of times requires me to get on the floor, at least down to my knees, or laying down completely. I'm not getting on that floor. I have nowhere to even set my tools. I can't set nothing down. Everything's poop. So it's one of them awkward conversations for, like, listen, I'm sorry. I'm not getting on that floor. If you guys clean this up, I'd be happy to come back. You know, and there was kind of the sheepish, okay, never heard anything back. And it's been so many years ago, I don't remember names. I don't even exactly remember where they were, but there was no way I was getting on that floor. Just no way. So, another story, another thing. I just wanted to kind of recount and tell and see if we can't make a go of this telling stories. It would be greatly appreciated if you guys would like, comment, share, and especially, I'm having such a hard time right now. I've got a pile of people on the appliance page that I'm having trouble getting to move over to the new page. And you guys understand why I'm doing it is so that I can try to grow this beyond just my local service area. I don't want that appliance business page. I don't want there to be confusion and people trying to get me to come do a service call out in California. So I've tried to keep that to the service area. So this is why I'm moving things over to this separate page to get people to understand. This one, I'm trying to actually grow. You guys know, some of you know, the reasons is that I'm wanting to be able to try to replace some income with stories and tips and different things that don't require my back and my knees to be doing well. I'm getting older, it's starting to hurt more. But anyways, I don't want to bog down this video with all that. But if you guys could like, comment, and share, I'd greatly appreciate it. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, we're on Instagram, we're on TikTok, we're on Patreon, and it's all, you go looking for the Chubby Repairman, you should be able to find me with that tag pretty much anywhere. But anyways, you guys have a great day.